Sleepy King's Midnight Stroll. Once upon a time, in the quiet kingdom of Nod, there ruled a gentle and drowsy monarch known far and wide as the Sleepy King, King Somnus the Drowsy, as the scrolls officially named him, was no ordinary ruler. His crown was lined with silk for comfort. His royal robes were as soft as lamb's wool, and his throne had a pillow so plush it could sing lullabies if you sat long enough. But despite having the coziest bedchambers in the world, drifting clouds for mattresses, and sheets spun from dream moth silk, the Sleepy King had one royal problem. He could never fall asleep. No matter how many sheep he counted, once reaching 47,231, or how many lullaby choirs he summoned, something always tickled his royal brain. He would toss, turn, sigh, and grumble. So, one moon-bright night, when sleep simply refused to visit, the king rose from bed, donned his softest boots, and whispered to himself, "If I cannot sleep, then perhaps my kingdom can dream for me." Thus began the Sleepy King's Midnight Stroll. Chapter 1. The Forest of Whispers. The king slipped past his yawning guards and wandered beyond the castle walls, guided only by moonlight and the distant hum of the dreaming world. His first stop was the Forest of Whispers, where the trees hummed lullabies and spoke only in secrets. As he walked beneath branches heavy with star-shaped fruit, a squirrel in a tiny nightcap scampered up his sleeve and asked, "Why aren't you asleep, your drowsiness?" "I'm trying," the king sighed, "but my thoughts won't settle." The squirrel blinked sleepily. "Try this," he whispered, offering a single golden acorn. "It holds one restful memory." The king held the acorn to his ear and heard, faintly, the sound of his mother's voice, humming to him as a child. A warmth filled his chest, but still, no yawn came. Chapter 2. The Lake of Forgotten Dreams. Next, the king wandered to the Lake of Forgotten Dreams, where dreams that were once lost floated on the surface like lily pads. There, a silver fish leapt from the water and spoke in perfect rhyme. "Restless ruler of the moon, sip from me and sleep comes soon." So the king cupped water in his hands and drank. At once, images flooded his mind. Forgotten dreams of flying through thunderclouds, dancing with clouds, and sailing on cinnamon seas. He smiled, but his eyes remained wide. "I remember," he whispered, "but I am still awake." Chapter 3. The Village of Sleepwalkers. As dawn hesitated on the edge of the sky, the Sleepy King entered the Village of Sleepwalkers, a quiet place where people dreamed aloud. Villagers strolled, eyes closed, acting out their dreams with gentle smiles. One danced with invisible wolves, another baked bread that smelled like stardust. The mayor, a woman in floating slippers, greeted the king. "Walk with us," she said, "and perhaps your dreams will follow." So he did. Step after step, he let his mind wander. He imagined what it would be like to live in a dream, one where he wasn't the king, but just a boy again, chasing butterflies, or climbing moonbeams, but still, the tug of sleep evaded him. Chapter 4. The Cave of Questions. Growing weary, but not sleepy, the sleepy king descended into a mysterious cave that echoed with voices, not of others, but his own. Here, questions drifted like mist. What if I never sleep again? What if the kingdom needs me tomorrow? What if the stars fall while I rest? The sleepy king stood still. I am the king, he said aloud. But even kings must sleep, and the world will turn while I rest, just as it always has. The questions fell silent, and from the back of the cave, a voice, not his own, murmured gently, "Then go now. You are ready." Chapter 5. The Return to Bed. The sleepy king made his way back, past the dreaming trees, the silver lake, the dancing villages. All greeted him with gentle nods, as if they knew this chapter was ending. When he arrived at his castle, the dawn was just peeking over the hills. He climbed into bed. The cloud mattress sighed beneath him. He closed his eyes. This time, his thoughts did not buzz or wander. He remembered the acorn's memory, the lake's lost dreams, the village's trust, the cave's wisdom, and at last, he yawned, not a royal sigh or a princely breath, but a true, deep, soul-sighing yawn. And the sleepy king slept. Epilogue. While the king sleeps, the kingdom of Nod carried on, as it always had, soft and slow, full of dreams and whispered wishes. And every now and then, when someone struggles to sleep, the gentle wind carries a rumor that the sleepy king is walking again, somewhere out there in the dreaming lands, seeking rest not just for himself, but for anyone who's ever needed it. So if you're ever awake at night, wondering why sleep won't come, listen closely. You might just hear soft footsteps in the dark and a voice murmuring kindly, "Sleep well, the kingdom is dreaming for you."